Just coming on a little early to have everyone be alerted. Don't mind me as we're waiting to get started. Just making sure I have all the links. Place it all in the different groups. Bear with me, and then we'll get started. Hey guys, it is Sean Zim, the Connection Machine. Let me just shut this down. Hope you're doing well today. I am just switching some things here. Let's get started. We have, I like to do these. These are providing value to those who are in my community, on my personal page, on my Connection Machine group, and also my YouTube channel. So if you are one that is a business owner, that is an action taker, that would like to promote themselves, promote their business, let us know who you are, what you do, provide some tips on networking, lead generation, and or non-negotiables. We could even talk about mindset, motivation, marketing. Let's definitely have those action takers. How do you come on? There's a link that I've placed in a couple areas. Any of the posts that are on my personal page that are on Connection Machine, there's one in the live itself. If you look at the screen, it is the following on any of the platforms. If you're on my personal page, as I'm showing right now, on my Connection Machine group and or YouTube channel. So if you're interested in definitely joining, please click that link, follow the instructions, and then you will be brought to the backstage. Wave when you get there so I know you're ready, and then we'll bring you on. Couple housekeeping. I want to make sure that you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Another thing that's come up, if you see that I'm live now, if you're on the personal page, the Connection Machine group, there's a little notification bell. It's on YouTube as well, but there's a notification bell. Hit that notification bell and then slide up and pick the first one so that anytime I'm going live, you will be notified. I'm going again live on Saturdays at 10:30. I have another show happening on once a month on Wednesdays, but you'll have that notification. You won't have to worry about missing anything that comes up. What's going on, Chino? If you want to jump on, please be my guest. Click that link. Get involved with Web Talk. That's something you are, a social media platform that actually pays you to socialize, invite people, like, comment, share, and you actually get paid. You get money. So that's something to keep that in mind. I want to share my screen before we start bringing some people on. Again, those are action takers out there. Please show up. Let's make things happen. All right. I have just heard the bell. Someone just popped in. We have the Connection Machine website, connectionmachine.biz. Anything you're looking to in need of, I am helping everyone in these type of areas. So please check it out. Click the link, fill out a form. If it's the insurance, all the forms are there. I have the Connection Machine. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have over 600 plus videos here. As you can tell, a variety of the last number of interviews I've done. I am growing. I would love to grow the subscribers on this platform. Last thing I want to share with you, those that are all about working out at the gym, I get a better workout at home. And the variety, look at the variety of different workouts you can do. And I'm just giving you a glimpse, guys. The popular ones you probably see me doing is lift. You have MBF, a sick program. For those that don't think online can work, check out the work. I'm doing hammer and chisel right now. This stuff really, really works. So I want to make sure you're aware of it. If you're interested in learning more about it, please reach out to me. All right, let me just unshare this. Go here. Chino, what's going on, my friend? You're on mute.
There we go. How's it
going? We are.
How's everything, man?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. I got, bad hair day, but just getting up and sipping the coffee, just getting the day started.
That's what we got to do, right? I appreciate you taking some time out and jumping on, man.
Sure. Finally, we get to talk. But yeah, I've been watching you, and I applaud you on everything that you're doing. Obviously, I've been in Beachbody as well for a very long time, so I could definitely give a testimony to that for you. Especially, it's needed now. Nobody has the time.
No.
The immune system is probably the first layer of defense for us during these times. And knock on wood, I've been okay, haven't gotten sick or anything like that. And I kind of attested because of the super shake, the technology and all those nutrients and stuff like that. And this is not a pitch, guys. This is real stuff here. I think I started around 2013 or 14, and just off wind, went to have a sleep apnea test, and the doctor said, "Hey, you got bad news, and there's no good news. The bad news, right. You have an enlarged heart, high blood pressure. I was about 275 or something like that, and pretty much I just had to lose the weight." And essentially, what I did was the 21-day fix.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to lose because I think with us, you get your money back. 30 days, try it. You could try the whole bag, and you could return it. So I was like, oh, I got nothing to lose here, So I did it, and then boom, 20 pounds lost. I was like, man, I'm gonna, and I never stopped. And
it's awesome.
Yeah, clean labs. I'm 44. And,
same.
Super clean labs, focus. And then, we dug deep, and I said, man, what's the reason? And it's over farming. That's all it is. I mean, people, they're like, oh, I eat organic and I take my multivitamins. I'm like, listen, there's no way you can sit down and eat 4 pounds of vegetables. There's no way. There's no way you can do that. And then on top of that, a tomato doesn't have the same nutrients as it did 25 years ago because of over-farming. They have to put the nutrients into the dirt because it's over-farmed. So you got nutrient-deficient food out there. You got stuff that, and then of course, once again, the shakes are out. So they're sourced from like volcanic rich soils from all
Hmm.
around the world. I mean, we can literally live off the bag for the rest of your life. So I applaud you on pushing that obviously, and then it's only about 40 minutes workout at your house, and you can't go to the gym and say, "Hey, I want my money back."
Right.
You
You
know,
know,
that's
it's
not
funny. I'm
happening.
so happy that you're sharing this information because, especially being a male, a lot of people think, oh, and this is, guys, we're just being real with you right now. This is why I do this. And it's funny. I asked for action takers, and you see, one person showed us up today. Maybe there's a few of you that want to jump on. There's a link, guys, in the comments. Click the link and join us. But it's funny to me the action that you have to take. But Beachbody is a girl thing, or my wife did it, or my sister's done it. And I'm trying, and I have a group of buddies that about five of us that are all coaches, and we're all guys, and we're all sharing how this is actually better. And I'm all about the gym. I grew up in the gym. I'm a phys ed teacher, so I have been in the gym. I love the gym, but the stuff that I can do at home is phenomenal, and it's intense. It's structured. It has results, and I'm in and out. I have to worry about other people, have distractions, and that's the power, I think, and also the accountability. I have my buddies that we check in. Hey, and we do those sweaty selfies for a reason. Not just that I like to see myself. No, I really don't. But it helps me that I have my buddies, and then we're all like, I got my workout in.
Right. Yeah, it keeps you accountable. Definitely. Definitely. I
For
mean,
so
really, especially for the entrepreneur. I mean, there's other people that love the gym environment, but in all honesty, who has the time?
right.
I don't have the time.
And you have kids. I have kids. I have young kids. So for me to go and waste time, like you said, drive a half hour, 20 minutes, half hour to a gym, work out for an hour, drive back, that's 2 hours out of my time. I can go in my basement or my garage, knock it out, and come back and be with the kids or be with the family, etc. So that's how powerful that is. Now, I know we're not on here just to talk about
Right.
Beachbody.
Right.
Chino, tell us who you are, what you do, so that those that and we were on a live before with Anthony Rosa and I think David Lee. This is awesome that you took some time out today.
Yeah, definitely. Before I get out of here, because I have to actually go shoot a property. So I'm one of the owners of Virtually Sold NJ, and essentially we launched pre-COVID. Before that, I had a business, digital marketing agency for well over 28 years. I've worked with world-renowned brands across the world, um, and essentially what I do is video production, logo, branding, things of that nature. I'm a brand I build businesses. That's what I do from the ground up. And so we pretty much transitioned pre-COVID. It kind of just fell on my lap. I created Virtually Sold NJ, and essentially I try to take all the aspects of marketing and then just hyper focus into that niche. And of course, everybody's like, oh, everybody does video tours and but I wanted to take it a step beyond that. I wanted to basically capture the essence of showcasing a home and kind of put it on a silver platter where it's affordable and where it's consistent and where it's cinematic and then where it's a tool that's easily utilized and you're able to just like book quickly, get it done, 48-hour turnover. Because you and I know that realtors, when they have a listing, this stuff has a shelf life.
Yep.
People hate to have low expectations and uh, low quality pictures and things of that nature. It's like you go into like Chipotle, right? And then you know what you're getting, and everything's consistent. There's no surprises, things of that nature, and it took off. I mean, we're probably about 400 realtors pre-COVID, and the business took off because I stuck to that game plan where the showcase was important, and we look at every home differently. Every home has its own story to tell, and we feature its highlights. We put those at the forefront, and we tell that story in such a way that captivates the audiences and the buyers. And the facts are that 87% of sellers prefer a realtor that is doing video. So we do professional photos, we do videos, and we do Matterports. So all three of those, and then I pretty much like that. Everyone say, how much is for the drone? Is it extra? Or I'm like, don't worry, it's complimentary. So I'm not like beating people over the head. I don't have a brick and mortar. I work out of my house. I have a studio where we do headshots. We do a lot more than that. So essentially, it's all the marketing that realtors always stress about. I made it easy for them, made it affordable. Because you and I know that when you start as a realtor, it's very difficult, it's costly to not only learn all these skill sets. And so I kind of just was able to be like, hey, here, this is what it is. This is the cost. It's a flat rate, and then they're pretty much surprised in the beginning, and they're like, really, that it's that much? It's 150 for to shoot a 2,500 square foot home. Yeah, no problem. And the drone is free, so it's something that they need. I know they need, and it's coming in volume and volume. And then we're not degrading any of the quality. So everything is just boom, like top notch stuff, and just everyone's been so happy. And it comes along with coaching because a lot of people are scared to be in front of the camera.
Yes.
I love coaching people. And then shout out to Michael. I forgot his last name. Let me see if I can look him up. I can't look him up. But yesterday he was a little flustered being in front of the camera, and it only took me about 20 minutes to get him comfortable. So it's things like that I'm able to empower them as well. And then our relationships, and everything's based on relationships. And then I help them build their business and use those tools. And that trust drives revenue.
Oh
So
yeah.
I can help people make money. Hey, everybody's happy, because you and I know money leads to happiness. You know what I mean? So
Now, with the video, and I agree 100%, you have to, no matter what. I don't care if you have a little mobile home or if you have a multi-million-dollar mansion that you better be doing video and drones and all that stuff. But no matter what, treat that listing as if it was $1 million home. No matter what it is, you should be
exactly.
basically putting it out there. That's what I'm in the insurance world. You don't see anything. It's just I can save you when God forbid something happens, right? If a
Right.
house fire or a car accident, things, that's how I help you. You don't see stuff. Real estate, and if we're talking about real estate today, you have something to see.
Yep.
Showcase that. God damn, don't use your phone for pictures. I
Oh,
see listings and they use their phone or their video. No,
yeah.
and either pick up Chino, get a good camera to do some stuff, but you don't have to spend all that crazy money. As you just heard, Chino said for $150 you can get things done, and you make yourself look good, and you're also building a brand.
Yeah.
So people don't treat it right. They don't think, oh, if I put these out, it's just I got to put pictures out. No, you have to put out good pictures that are clear, the lighting's good, and so lead generation. Can you give a tip or two about lead generation since we're going down that path?
Well, I have pretty much throughout the years I've narrowed it down to a formula, and the formula is very, very simple. It's only a couple of steps where the formula makes sense, and then you could use it for any type of business. So the most important thing, which you're doing right now, is giving value, right? Creating content that has value. I call it the 3 E's of marketing. It's entertainment, engagement, and education. Those three. So when you lead with those three, you're just giving out value, and you do one thing that's very important, right? Not only are you establishing relationships, but you're also positioning yourself as the expert. And then if you do that so many times, it's like you become the guru. You'd be like, oh man, he's just giving everything away, and maybe they take a little tidbit and it works for them, and then they start wanting more. So then
Yes.
they start liking, they'll reach out to you, say, hey, I need more help in XYZ. And then that's when the relationship starts. And then when the relationship starts, the trust starts, right? And like I said before, trust drives revenue. Um, that's why word of mouth work is in the real estate business. They don't know how to be able to digitize that process, and that's exactly what the process. But you have the fear factor. You have people who don't want to be on the camera. You just invited the world to be here on the backstage. I was like, boom, let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I do it because when I teach people, they don't understand what's happening on a physiological level. It's called flight or fight.
Yep.
So they don't understand that. So that's one thing that, in the future, I'm trying to do a course on it. And when you figure that out, and you say, okay, I know what's happening with me right now. I know why my mouth is dry, my lungs are constricting, and I'm like paralyzed, and it's just the camera, dude. And when you get over that, you're like, oh, I'm okay. Like nothing happened to me. It's the same thing like the dog whisperer. Like these dogs, when dogs have no confidence, they just go right at you and they freeze up and stuff like that. It's the same thing. It's flight or fight. So I just give a lot of value, and that's what people should first start to do, and then get over the fear of being in front of the camera, because they're already doing what they do normally on a face-to-face level. It's just a matter of pressing record and
The
getting
fear factor, that's the key thing.
huge.
Actually, the more that you do, and everyone looks for perfection. If you're
Yes,
looking for perfection, you're never going to find it. And you'll
it's
never,
not perfection, my friend.
oh my God, I don't care. I mean, I got my haircut, I don't care, but
Yeah.
it's putting out consistent content no matter what it is, and using a simple phone. Everyone has a phone. Set it up with a tripod, put it on landscape mode, hit record, and so you can see yourself. Here's some tips, guys. And you see the timer. Once you hit record, always have an intro, then think about a topic and talk about that, and then have a closing, all within 60 to 90 seconds. I tell people, and I show and mentor as well, I could do 5 videos in 15 minutes. That's
Yeah.
5 for the week. And they're like, wait, how do you do that? I just changed my shirt. A little easier for guys. Girls can do the same thing. It might take a little longer, but you just hit record and you have 5 topics to talk about. And that's your value. That's content you're putting out consistently. You're not talking about real estate. You're not talking about insurance, video. You're not talking about anything but giving value. And that's where you will pick up and have your own brand.
But what it is that, as we grow up, we become adults.
Yep.
I give the tough love, and then what happens is we come up with these elaborate excuses. Oh, I've got to get my hair done. I got to get my lashes. The women are the worst. I love them, but I'm just like, they're like, oh, I got to clean up my office. I got to do this. I got to do this. And then before you know it, 2 months pass, 3 months pass. And guess what your competition is doing? They don't even care. They're getting up in the morning. They're like, hey guys, and then they're crushing it. By the time you're all polished up and stuff like that, and you do this script that is just so like boom, and then what happens? It gets scrolled past. Done. All that stuff that you draw up in your mind, you could have did 15, 20, 100 videos by then. And in each video, I do a lot of stories. So you do one video, right? I do one video, right? And this is a lot of prospecting that I do on Instagram. I do one video, and then I go through. I got about 150 people that view my stuff. Maybe 10 are new people. I go in there and I text them, and I'm like, hey man, there's multiple touching points. Those are 10 leads.
Yes.
Multiply that 7 days. That's 70 leads. So then out of those 70 leads or realtors or lawyers, title people, insurance, 2 of those people are going to do business with me. So while you're waiting for your eyelashes to come in from Amazon, and you're waiting for your Louis Vuittons to come in and all this stuff that you want, man, everybody else is just destroying you on social media.
You could start today by something real simple. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you have pets. I don't care if you want to talk about your fitness. You want to talk about if you cook. Pick something and just go live, because live is better than anything else. As you're finding out, live, even with Facebook in general, the views have been going down tremendously. You can't get the views like you used to unless you have to spend a lot of money to get that. So Instagram, if you get into TikTok, which I haven't really played with yet, and I don't know, but it's something that it's new. That's where you have to be more consistent. If you're since the views are down, you're gonna do more things. But going live, talk about your kids, talk about what you're gonna do.
Be relatable. Right. Authenticity and being relatable is by far, because once again, people want to do business with the people they know, like, and trust. So if they like you and you're like, oh, they seem like very approachable. Oh, I do the same thing. Maybe I want to talk to them about that. Right. So break that barrier But if you're just like, you're just like this super polished person hopping out of a Bentley, like, how relatable are you? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna go to the person I'm more relatable with. Believe it or not, you know what I mean? And they don't even see that perspective. But you got to crush everybody's objections. And hey, I run ads and stuff like that. I've seen the most. We call it the ugly ad, and it's like the ugly ad always wins,
Yep.
always, always. And then you can't argue with data.
Yep.
You know, data is just that's it. You know what I mean? So those always win versus the polished videos and stuff like that. So.
Something simple too. I don't care what business, what industry you're in. You all
Mhm.
have an office or you're working out of your house with some branding. I hope you have some kind of branding. Wear a hat, wear a t-shirt, whatever. But
Yep.
just go live. Be like, hey guys, it's Sean Zim, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. I'm going to be in the office from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and I'm
Yep.
taking calls. But if after that you want to get in contact with me, do that every single day. People are like, why would I do it every day? It's showing you're consistent. You're
Yep.
wearing a different outfit, hopefully, maybe, or if you have the same brand, I have the same shirt, so I usually put those on. But it's showing that you're consistent. And it's going to be. I need to work with this guy. He's always working. Not like, in sales. You talk to a salesperson. How's everything going? And it could their world is upside down. They don't have nothing going on. But where do they always say, "Oh, I'm killing it. I got so much shit going on." In reality, well, the shit's up here. They're not doing anything. They're just worried. I don't know how I'm going to pay my mortgage. Instead of really putting themselves out there, nose to the grindstone, and making things happen, they're sitting there waiting for the phone to ring. They wait for it to ring, not make it ring, and that's important. We're all in the self. We're in the resource business. We have to make sure we help others, and it will come back. That's the power. But people think it's me, me, me.
Uh-huh.
List with me. That's a post. Or hey,
Uh,
call me for a refinance. And I ask those people, do you have any people contacting you? No, I don't have any engagement. Because why would they?
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's,
They're just getting lost in it's white noise. It's
mm-hmm.
white noise. And the algorithm helps people out that are consistent because it's the algorithm works like this. I mean, just if you do stuff that people are engaging with, it's going to open up to the same niche audiences. It says, okay, this is your target audience. These are the people that have certain behaviors, which is me. It's like in the beginning, the realtors weren't in my niche audience, but it took time. That takes time to build an algorithm where everybody, and it's crazy because I go out to events and there's like, hey Chino, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. They're like, love your work, man. You're the greatest. And very inspiring. And I'm like, sometimes I have to like push myself to do the inspiring stuff because I'm very like hypocritical too as well. I got my own doubts and
Right. Limiting beliefs that people have.
limiting, yes,
Yep.
and I've started doing it more, because kind of like divine intervention and things of that nature, where it's like I feel like God is speaking through me, and I think I throttle myself because of it. And ever since I've changed that, I see the rewards of it. Not only my rewards, and once again, I'm just like all I'm doing is being relatable of what
Yep.
my struggles were and say, hey, listen, and then thinking in retrospect that I wasn't sharing that because I was doubtful. Now I get texts on the sidelines. Now people, when they come up to me like, hey man, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, wow, I was going to just stop doing it in my head. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. And so imagine if the world was like that, where they just stopped and shared their struggles, um, helped other people and just were really selfless. And that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm seeing the most reward coming back, where I'm grateful and I'm vulnerable and I'm sharing everything that I can. I'm getting the chills right now saying it. And like I said, it's like people just coming out of the woodworks and they're like, man, you're doing some great stuff here, man, and keep going. And that helps me with my own issues and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm going down the right path. But I hope that whoever's watching does the same and then just kind of just breaks all the barriers and just go out there and do it. But I have to go, guys.
Yeah,
I
no, Chino, I appreciate you, man.
gotta go out.
Shared lots of value. Drop in the comments. how they can get in contact with you. And I definitely appreciate you taking some time out of your day and jumping on.
Sure. So it's at Virtually Sold NJ. You could Google me, Instagram, Facebook, got the website, virtuallysoldnj.com. And then my personal brand is Chino Designs NYC.
Awesome, Chino. Thanks so much, man.
Peace out.
Major value. I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Bye.
Take care. There you have it, guys. Again, he made a comment earlier that I broadcasted this live throughout my platforms, through my groups, through Instagram, through LinkedIn, and he was one that shared lots of value. You missed it, guys. We need to have more of you that will just get outside your comfort zone. Be comfortable being uncomfortable so that others can get to know who you are and learn about you and trust you more. So that's something that's so key. I want to remind you again, let me just go here, share my screen just before we head off on our beautiful Saturday. Check out connectionmachine.biz. All your insurance forms are there. If you're looking for somebody that's buying and selling, you need a mortgage, product marketing, digital marketing, you want to learn about mentoring, my mentoring program, solar, contractors, whatever you need, you let me know. You need credit repair, you want to book a vacation, home inspections, and attorneys. Again, subscribe to Connection Machine. Again, the link is youtube.com/C/Connection Machine. And then lastly, guys, we talked about it. If you're looking for perfection, you're not going to get it. But if you are overweight, you are a smoker, you have some issues with your health, and you want to get that under control, and then you be more confident to be on camera, this will help you across the board. I have a hybrid, but again, there's video programs. This is a new one now. Let's Get Up with Sean T. You probably heard about him for many, many years. A lot of popular programs, Control Freak, MBF. There's stuff that you can do. 10 rounds, phenomenal boxing program. Let me show you an example so that those that understand that this stuff works. There's 8 weeks, goes through there's a 5-day program. There's 2 days of weights. When they are in the workout itself, let me share this with you. Again, high definition. These are what it looks like. And you're doing things. It's mirrored. There's the rounds. You're learning early on the different punches. All right. So that's something to check out. There's body weight workouts. There's workouts you can do with weights, as I'm doing with hammer and chisel. There's yoga. There's dance. Guys, it's time to get yourself in shape. Get yourself more confident so that you can be the better version of yourself going forward. So don't forget, check out webtalk.co. Reach out to Chino. If you want to be on a future live, again, I will set it up on one-on-ones. I have the links. I would love to have about 5 or 6 other people dropping nuggets of information, providing value, helping others. That's the goal. If you're watching us late, please don't forget to hit the share button. Share it out to your wall, to your groups, to your communities, so we could help others. The goal is continue to help others. I appreciate every single one of you. If you don't know my phone number by now, it's 201-320-3454. I'm Sean Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. Have yourself an awesome day.